And I am back once again, dreamers, for the conclusion to the first The World Is in Your Hands of my baby Seed. I do apologize if it's a little late for some people. Like I said, I was going to get this out the way as an apology because last night I had some trouble and I don't want to do that again. And I hate breaking my promises. So, what we're going to do is we're going to jump directly into it, but first we're going to take out a moment, 10 seconds, so people can get ready just in case. Okay? And pause it. Alright. By the way, how rude of me, I am Dion Mystique, amateur writer. I apologize for that. I try not to begin a video without introducing myself, but just say this will be a one-time only thing, unless I goof up later. Alright, everyone. Okay, here we go. Now remember, if you've heard this before, don't need to, it's all love, people. It's all love. Alrighty. And if you want to follow along with me, like I said in my other videos, I'm posting a link to my Fiction Press document in the description below. So if you want to follow along, please do. Just in case I don't speak with enough clarity, or if I am having technological problems, because I don't have the most expensive equipment, so just bear with me, okay? All right, here we go. Now, decision 3 is remain silent about the issue. Now, that's a neutral decision, but even in neutrality, there is still positive and negative, so good and bad. So here we go. Watch this. No, listen to this. All right. An answer. Angel desperately attempts to find one, but he can't. It's as if his mind has been caught between right and wrong, and no matter how desperately he tries to voice his opinion, he just can't seem to part his lips. He turns to Claudio, who begins developing severe expressions of disappointment. His countenance confesses this much, but his vocal quality and choice of words say the otherwise. And for those who think this belief is redundant, I actually changed the second one too much, so I apologize for that. Let's see. Alright, his countenance confesses this much, but his vocal quality and choice of words say the otherwise. Fine, Gigi. I understand. It was foolish of me to force such responsibilities on you. This isn't your problem, so forget it. Claudio turns away, hiding his emotions behind the frame of his broad back. For what it is worth, Leonardo, my big brother, is beyond saving. He admits, his voice wet with emotion. Regardless, I must try. I must do something, anything, to bring Leonardo back, with or without help. Claudio's behavior ignites a spark of concern in Angel, who gingerly takes his left arm with guilt and discretion. D, you're going there alone? Claudio hears sincerity in Angel's voice, something he chooses to remain silent about, considering he was given such treatment. I I'm afraid I might do something I'll regret if I go there. Angel confesses. You know how much I can't stand that Dante guy. He gets on my fucking nerves and he always has something petty to say. The Aquino are the least of my concerns. I only want my brother back. Me too, for what it's worth. Claudio turns to Angel, confused by his initial statement. What are you saying? You mean you've forgotten? Angel closes his eyes and turns away, feeling offended by Claudio's question. He then fetches a polished charm bracelet from his ceremonial robes and holds it to his heart. The connection we once had, it's gone, been gone. And no matter how hard we try, Angel looks to the skies above, a tear escaping his left eye. We can't reach him. His heart, it's lost. A void occupies the space it once claimed, and all positive reinforcement is shunned by his inner demons. He hates himself, so how could he show love, let alone heed words of wisdom? Claudio understands what Angel's saying. Leonardo is stuck between life and hell, his soul consumed by self-hatred. It's more than apparent. Leonardo conducts himself in the manner of a rebellious child, turning his anger into a weapon against both himself and his family. Claudio has witnessed his reckless behavior in the past, but he dares not mention this to Angel, someone who holds great value for his family, regardless of their immoralities. Besides, everyone's capable of committing heinous crimes or engaging in detrimental social behavior. The same can be said for the otherwise, hence the aforesaid term discretion. I still must go, for Leonardo's sake. Claudio lays his hands on Angel's shoulders, earning the ginger touch of his left hand. Angel's touch. Claudio can feel the sincerity in his every gesture, which confesses a sense of fear in approaching Leonardo. With this much discovered, he can only oblige his friend's unseen concerns. I will bring him back, Gigi, he promises. You can count on that. But before we part, do you need me to accompany you on your way home? No, I'll be fine. You can go ahead of me. Angel smiles at Claudio's considerate nature. Even after he remained silent about a serious issue, Angel receives kindness from the gentle-hearted Fiorentine. This, more than anything, always seems to brighten even the darkest of days. Leonardo needs you. Oh, I'm sorry. Leonardo needs you more than I do. So no use standing around, worrying about me. Angel encourages. So go ahead. Save your big brother. If anyone can help him, I know you can, no doubt. Claudio nods with fraternal pride. Yes, Gigi. I leave with haste. And good night. Good night, Dee. Angel wishes. See you later. You see the big change. Angel's not going to be there. But just because Angel's not going to be there doesn't mean that something crazy's not going to happen, which you will soon see. The White Serpent, Fiorentina's regional nightclub, as well as an infamous trafficking outlet for drug dealers. Dubbed the Serpent in the White House by locals, the nightclub operates from 23 to 3 hours and is under ownership of the De Aquino family, rivals to Claudio's family, the Sanatoria. Excuse me, I had to get me a sip of water right there. Why Leonardo would immerse himself into Aquino territory is a mystery to his family. Euphoria is high in the Serpent tonight, given most of the club is under the influence of Jet, short for Jetson, a drug that's virtually this reality's cocaine. Seriously, it's a wonder why the government hasn't closed down the Alquinos business. Many previous generation Fiorentines, especially senior citizens, have been attempting to put the Alquinos out of business for years, given they've done nothing but contribute to the declination of today's youth. Unfortunately, the Alquinos' financial power and governmental influence have been a huge asset in preventing this. Their influence, however, doesn't end with finances alone. Dirty secrets kept under wraps by upper, professional, and political class citizens. This is why some people call Fiorentina a city of fools, for most of its citizens condone meaningless revel and reckless social conduct. Due to the said aforesaid, excuse me, oh, gotta get my mind right. Due to the aforesaid immoralities, the city's criminal rate is ranked as the highest in Uvenia. At the height of these crimes are drug trafficking, murder, arson, and theft. The most common social influences attributed to these crimes are suicide and euthanasia. The latter is considered to be unlawful. Unfortunately, the former is due to more than just the stated criminal activity. Some things, horrible things that need to be mentioned. They too have caused much grief and despair in Fiorentina. The De Alquinos are infamous for being avid supporters of the city's current social behavior. They contribute to it, finance it, almost as if it were appeasing to observe such detrimental behavior. A sick, twisted display of sociopathy that only the De Alquinos find pleasurable. A disgusting display of humanity indeed. Tonight is the night, ladies. Let us enjoy this if it were our last. Leonardo is a product of the De Alquinos' sociopathic pleasures. He's currently high on jet, surrounded by women out of his mind, literally, seated at the northernmost corner of the nightclub, the VIP section. This can only mean Leonardo is a regular, and everyone knows the De Alquinos appreciate good business. If only he were here. This would be one hell of a party. He slurs, inciting a round of laughter, though his ladies of the evening are ignorant towards whom Leonardo is speaking about. Bah. Who needs him? When I have all of you. The current heir to the De Aquino family name, Dante observes Leonardo's irrational behavior from the third floor's guard railing. His expressions, excuse me, his expressions confessing a sense of contentment that's nothing short of mental illness. Seems like our favorite customer is enjoying himself, as usual, he says, capturing the attention of an enigma idling at his side. You, go and silence him for good. Yes, Mr. Dante, as you wish. The enigma bows to Dante, whom he subserviently addressed as Master, before leaving the third floor for the first via the nightclub's central staircase. Once he reaches the base of the staircase, he immerses himself into a sea of jet-infused clubbers and uses them as a means to stalk the unsuspecting Leonardo, busy with his ladies of the evening. Look at him. Hi, I'm Judson, throwing himself to those whores. The enigma taunts in the deepest contemplation as he carefully approaches his target. Typical Sanatoria filth. It'll be more than a pleasure to spill his blood tonight, writes Chameleon. The amethyst gemstone upon the enigma's ring resonates with a faint light, almost as if it were sentient, as he finally closes space with Leonardo's party circle. Fortunately for the unsuspecting Leonardo, his brother Claudio arrives, an act that forces the enigma to exercise an extraordinary talent, invisibility. Ironically, this incredible feat goes undetected for two specific reasons. One, moments ago, the enigma exercised an inaudible sacred right to access an alternate dimension called Purgatorio, which enables him to move stealthily amid his endeavors. And two, he is obviously a fighting soldier in the war between the Brotherhood and the Order. These abilities are apparently attributed to gifts bestowed upon him, as no normal man is capable of such wonders. Returning to the scenario, Claudio approaches his drugged elder brother, alone amongst a nightclub of jet-driven socialites. He wanted Angel to come with him, but considering his friend's inability to face Leonardo, he would only get in the way. Hence, Claudio was left with no other option but to face this on his own. As he finally comes face to face with his elder brother, Claudio's spirit overflows with emotion. Seeing how drugged Leonardo has become, his heart screams, "This isn't my brother, this isn't my brother," but no matter how hard he tries to deny it, his eyes aren't lying to him. This is real. This is his elder brother, Leonardo. Hi, I'm Judson. Big brother. I've come to see you, he announces, earning an annoyed reaction from the drugged Leonardo. And I ask that you come with me. We need to talk. It is important, seriously important. You go away. I have nothing to say to you. So disappear. Leonardo's cold response tickles his ladies for the evening, before he begins laughing himself. Claudio chokes on his emotions for a moment, before shaking his head, refusing to cooperate in silence. No. He says no. When I demand his disappearance, just like our father. Leonardo teases, further tickling his company. Just like that bastard. You are an ISO, Claudio. Leave now. Claudio maintains his distance to not pose any threats, considering how emotional Jet makes a person. He then refuses once again, this time choosing to voice his concerns. Leonardo, oh, what has our father done to make you behave so recklessly? His elder brother gives him an annoyed stare, before trolling away to gaze at what he can visually discern of the atmosphere. I want to help you, big brother, before it is too late, Claudio confesses. I miss you, Leonardo. I miss how close we used to be before. And all of this. Giovanna, Marcello, mother, even father misses you, Leonardo. We don't want you to lose you. So please, just, if only once, big brother, Let me be the one to help you. I beg of you. Leonardo, despite his narcotized mindset, manages to comprehend what his brother is trying to do, though his will to cooperate isn't there. His emotions are heightened by the jetsam in his system, thus he can do nothing but embrace his innermost feelings. He hates his family, especially his father, and he wants nothing to do with them. It would be best if you forgot about me, he says, his words like a barrage of swords to Claudio's heart. And just leave me here with these people who care more, understand more. You go, leave now. His words. Leonardo's mentality is shot, something perceivable to his younger brother Claudio, who remembers another Leonardo, a young man he admires and respects, his beloved elder brother. Are you deaf, Claudio? Go. Disappear. Animosity. Claudio can see beyond it, deep into the truth that constrains Leonardo's soul. The reality that led to his self-destructive rebellion, his life choices, and the troubles they have reaped. You would wish away someone who supports you like a fool. The depth of concern in Claudio's voice lifts Leonardo's head to the sight of a young man fighting with his inner self. I know how you feel about him, about Gigi, my friend, our friend. And you would do this. Claudio turns away from Leonardo, whose overall expressions change from those of animosity to those of guilt. You would have me leave, see me disappear. In case you've forgotten, Leonardo, that will not mend his wounds. Mend your wounds, or win his heart. Excuse me. The harshness in Claudio's voice. Leonardo has never heard his younger brother address him with so much passion and emotion before. It's almost as if he's become a completely different person. Not even the effects of Jet can alleviate the intensity being received, excuse me. That is until Leonardo senses something peculiar about the atmosphere. Palpability. Huh? What is this? His realization alerts his younger brother, who also notices the deviating atmosphere, how cold, ghostly, and malleable it has become. It's almost as if death were passing them by. Claudio, are you seeing this? He questions, beside himself with awe. These things, so beautiful, so real, so impossibly real. Has the jet also taken my sanity? No, I can see it too. This is... Claudio pauses, having heard his brother speak with clarity and reason, something no jetter has ever accomplished before. Leonardo even manages to stand from his lounging spot, but his ladies for the evening are incapable of movement. The brothers turn to observe them, along with everyone else in the nightclub, to see nothing. No movement, no sound, nothing but silence. Leonardo, the memories, all of them, they're returning. Claudio's odd character earns his elder brother's attention. Leonardo turns to a young man who has awakened to many things. Important things, precious memories from a life beyond this one. that were forgotten, visions of better times, visions that push him to the verge of tears. Us, our loved ones, the people, the crying souls within these fireflies. This isn't our life. This isn't our home. This is a dream, no, a beautiful nightmare. Yes, little brother, one that has made us forget our mission, the things that are most important to us. Leonardo takes his place at his brother's side before their surroundings fade away, almost as if they were melting from the face of existence. Claudio is right. This reality isn't real. It's a nightmare that can easily be manipulated by one with the power to do so. Fiorentina, it shouldn't exist to begin with. And the brothers have finally come to that conclusion together. Sadly, the end is upon us, Leonardo realizes as the faux reality reverts back to its apocalyptic origins. Finessa equally. How ironic. We should face each other like this as the end of the world, though it was fated from the very beginning. Right, De Aquino. He approaches Dante, heir to the De Aquino fortune, his demeanor cold as ice, his image peculiarly mirrored as if he were standing between two reflecting surfaces. Yeah, I know, crazy shit. These mirror images then merge with Dante, provoking the Sanatoria brothers to exercise defensive, combative stances. Damn it. And yeah, I thought you morons would never figure things out. Dante taunts, halting some paces away from his arch nemesis. That this world, this reality, it is nothing more than a dream. And since we, the Order, succeeded at making the previous resolution, this world belongs to us. Well, it is better to say belonged, since the world is virtually dead now. However, as Dante closes his eyes, the enigma appears behind the Sanatoria brothers, the atmosphere bending to his will. In a flash, the unseen palpable essence circulating the air constrains the brothers, prostrating them as if they were being ensnared by sentient rogue trajectories of an unknown nature. Let's see. Dante, excuse me. Dante approaches the handicapped siblings with a sadistic laughter. I am pretty sure you remember Mark Antony, my dearest friend and bodyguard. So tell me, how does the chameleons, the orphanage chain feel? Oh wait, let me guess. Like hell, right? In the next few moments, as they bear the annoyance of their nemesis' laughter, the Sanatoria brothers regain the last of their memories, the essence of what connects their present selves with the true version of our world, a wish. Wishes. They are what give the Order their nightmarish powers, and the same can be said for the Brotherhood who, due to the Order's former success, are in a tragic state of spiritual limbo that keeps their memories confined in obscurity. In this reality, only Claudio, and Leonardo have remembered their original lives. Or maybe that isn't so, for thanks to the wish made by the Crimson Knight, there are many realities, many possibilities, many chances that the extraordinary might occur. You see how much has changed? I want to see them again, to protect them with my strength. In the depths of his spirit, Claudio becomes resolute, staunch on one's selfless desire. Leonardo senses something strange from him, a curious sensation like static electricity that energizes their surroundings. Dante and Mark Antony awe at the sight of just that. Claudio, Claudio's being is charging with electricity, and shockingly, he is unharmed by the element. We have things, people, families, even the smallest creatures. We must protect them, give them another chance. He finds the strength to stand, his body easily resisting the coil of Mark Antony's diaphanous chain. We, no matter what, we cannot die here. Not like this. Leonardo, we fight. Claudio's incredible resolve invigorates his elder brother, who also stands, his being circulating with crimson flames that have a similar effect to his brother's electricity. However, the Sanatori brothers break Mark Antony's chain with a fierce unbuckling of their upper bodies. A feat that mentally disorients the Enigma, prostrating him with a transient migraine. Mark Antony holds his head, his eyes fixated on the Sanatori brothers with the deepest of hatred. Dante steps away, realizing his division in class in comparison to his arch nemesis, the Sanatori brothers. As he is now, Dante isn't a match for Claudio and Leonardo, who are about to awaken to a miracle. You see, when one who inherits the blood of a knight makes a wish, that's what they're called, their desires resonate with those of a being residing in the confines of an unseen realm, a place where life and death exist as one dominant force that sustains all. It is from this place called a dominion, where divine favor is granted, a sacred treasure, a halidome of beauty and wonder, the essence of those who dwell unseen beyond life and death. Those who hear and respond to the wishes of a heart that aligns with their personal ambitions. From fireflies do they manifest, taking the form of cubes of the clearest, most beauteous of crystal. Gorgeous. Excuse me, gorgeous. Just their presence alone casts the gentlest sparks of buried prism schemes. One cerulean, the other vermilion. It is from these dying embers that a connection is made with their chosen collaborators. The cerulean halidome chooses Claudio, and Leonardo is chosen by the vermilion one. Pardon me, almost slips of the tongue. Impossible to be chosen so quickly. Mark Antony silently reflects, shocked by what is happening, but amid this shock is a sense of annoyance only he can fathom. In their strength. Uncanny. I can barely move my legs. Damn it. And we were so close to succeeding at absolutely nothing. Leonardo's sudden response silences Mark Antony's thoughts, psyching him of all manner of reaction. He could only remain silent, as the elder Sanatori brother has just read his mind. You see these crazy uncanny abilities that are awakening? It would seem Wevan and Salamander have arrived much too late. given we have little time to settle our differences. Leonardo admits with a hopeful smile. Fortunately, excuse me, fortunately, this opens a door of opportunity for another us, somewhere, in another reality. We can only pray that ambitions are as strong as ours, for their sake. With these words of support, the Halidomes, Wyvern, and Salamander depart from this reality and venture to the next. And you don't have to say Wyvern. I say it that way. You can pronounce it Wyvern, Wyvern. It doesn't matter. Excuse me. With these words of support, the Halidomes, Wyvern, and Salamander depart from this reality and venture to the next to find the Sanatorium Brothers' other selves in order to secure their safety against odds that could spell sudden death. In the next few moments, the black sun manifests in the dead skies, looming above all like the eye of a skybound demon. Fireflies collect in its solar flames of the deepest pitch, draining the frozen earth of the last of its life force. This, as a result, causes the once beautiful heavenly body to lose its spiritual foundation and cave into itself, taking the lives of the stranded arch-rivals in the process. Their fates are unfortunate, but made a difference in a timeline that will hopefully result in a better path towards the next resolution. A path that won't cause everything to end so spontaneously. Now, it can only be speculated. What miracles will the Halidomes help the other Sanatorium Brothers achieve? In this chronology of realities, all must be considered, for the fate of mankind depends on your decision. Chapter 1C, Passing the Torch, complete. There is still hope. And congratulations for sitting through all this. I apologize for long videos, but I'm very, yeah, I had to read it all. I don't mean to be, too much, and I know a bit of that was redundant. Like I said, I'm still in the process of proofreading, but since I'm doing this, I'd rather have more intimacy by sharing things with you as such. So, I'm going to end this three-parter here. Thank you so much for listening. RCS, my wonderful dreamers, and I'm so grateful. It's such a wonderful experience. I'm having so much fun, and tune in hopefully tomorrow when I read chapter 2 of Synced Volume 1. It continues with the canon storyline, but the the effects of the alternate endings will play a role in everything, and you will notice that. So, hopefully. And like I said before, if you have anything you would like me to read or whatever it is, or recite, stuff like that, contact me on my emails in the About section in my page, on my YouTube page, to the far right of, I think on the picture, my display picture. So, yeah, just contact me. I look forward to hearing from all of you, and I love all of you. Have a wonderful night. And as I always say, be free, be open-minded, and love each other. Blessings.